What if people thought you were a fool, but in reality you were outsmarting them all? Would you reveal your secret or keep quiet until the perfect moment? Let me tell you a story that shows exactly about a boy who everyone thought was a fool until the truth was revealed. In a prosperous kingdom, there lived a minister whose wisdom was unmatched. His words could settle disputes, save the treasury, and even prevent wars. The king trusted him like a brother. But in the shadows of the court, envy was growing like weeds. Some courtiers hated the minister's influence. They couldn't attack him directly, so they found another target, his only son. One bright morning, the king summoned the minister privately. "Minister, you have served me faithfully for years," the king began. "But I must tell you something. Your son is not wise. In fact, he might be a fool." The minister's heart tightened. "Your Majesty, why do you think so?" The king leaned closer. "Every time I ask him, which is more valuable, gold or silver, he says silver. I ask him again and again, and still silver. What kind of sense is this?" The minister didn't defend his son. He only bowed and said, "If you permit, Your Majesty, I will look into this myself." The next morning, the minister followed his son to the marketplace, staying hidden among the crowd. The king arrived smiling and asked loudly so all could hear, "Boy, what is more valuable, gold or silver?" Without blinking, the boy answered, "Silver." The crowd erupted in laughter. "Look at the minister's son. Doesn't even know gold is worth more." The king chuckled, tossing the boy a silver coin. And just as the minister had heard, this had been happening every morning. After the king left, the minister approached his son. "Son, I taught you better than this. Why do you say silver when gold is clearly more valuable?" The boy smiled faintly. "Father, if I say gold, his fun ends there. The king will give me nothing and never ask again. But if I keep saying silver, he laughs, gives me a silver coin, and comes back the next day. In the last 3 months, I've collected enough silver coins to buy blankets for the poor in our village before winter. People think I'm a fool, but their laughter feeds hungry mouths. Let them laugh. I'm not here to show off my knowledge. I'm here to quietly do good." The minister stood silent for a moment. The minister's eyes filled with pride. The next day, when the king asked again in the marketplace, the boy answered silver as usual. But this time, the minister stepped forward and said the truth. "Your Majesty, sometimes true wisdom is hidden in silence. My son doesn't need to show off his knowledge, because his actions speak louder than any words." The king's eyes widened. Realizing the boy's cleverness, he smiled warmly and gave him a gold coin. The jealous courtiers who mocked him now stood speechless. There was stunned silence. Then the king burst into laughter. Not mockery, but respect. "From today you will be called the Silver Fox, for your wisdom shines brighter than gold." The same courtiers who once mocked him lowered their eyes in shame. Dear friend, in your life, you don't have to prove yourself to everyone. Stop spending your energy showing off. Use it to quietly build something real. Let your success make the noise, not your words. You see, in our own lives too, people often judge us quickly. Maybe at school, at work, or even in our own families. We get underestimated, laughed at, or called foolish. But sometimes, being misunderstood is actually your biggest strength.